now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your hosts, Chels, Dre, and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
All right, so we're here. Unapologetic podcast. My name's Chelsea. Introduce yourself.
I'm Dre.
And I'm Reg.
Yeah, and this is our new podcast. Why the fuck are we doing this? Whose idea was this?
It's a collective effort.
Collective effort.
I dragged you into it.
Okay.
I think my man Reg decided that he wanted to get back. He dibbled and dabbled into it before, and I saw a post that he made on Instagram. And I know this man very well, so I said, you know what, with some of his views versus some of my views, I wanted to be a part of it.
I thought female perspective along with ours, a woman perspective along with ours would bring more of a widespread dynamic.
And I'm just here to defend all women across the world.
You don't have to defend women at all.
Because no one does it.
There's not no women bashing.
You're not gonna kill
A
you.
lot of these podcasts is very misogynistic.
Well, we love the women.
But I think you might kill women more than we do.
I'm not gonna kill women. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Which is going to be
I mean, sometimes you gotta think a thing.
You're not gonna cut them no slack. We gonna think twice, maybe.
I'm not gonna cut us slack.
But I'm gonna be unapologetic.
Not gonna cut you niggas slack either. All right, so let's hop into our first topic. So we're gonna talk about dating. So obviously dating is super prevalent now, especially with quarantine ain't really over, but niggas is really out of quarantine. Right. So this is a prime time to start meeting people that you've met on dating apps and just linking up with people that you haven't seen in a minute. Like it fell off pre-COVID, so now you're trying to get that old thing back, whatever the case is. Okay. All right, so now that we're in the space of dating.
I got a question about that though.
Wow.
Because
Okay, so let's rock with your first question. Virtual dating, what about it?
Because it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Absolutely. It's even more now so than ever because we've been stuck in the house since March 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you done it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Have I done online dating?
Wait, yes.
Online dating or going on a virtual date?
Kind of, so the both. I'd say both.
Okay, so I have online dated,
mm-hmm.
And I have gone on a virtual date. Yes, I've done both.
So how did the virtual date go?
It was goofy.
Okay.
For me, it was, and it might have been the individual felt very much like a fucking interview. Okay. It was like really stuffy, like, so, in 5 years, where do you see yourself? It wasn't, again, the vibe via messaging was very different when we were kind of face to face.
So this is the first encounter with this young man?
Yes, this gentleman. Kind of, I'm joking. Kind of face-to-face interaction.
But it was the first.
Yeah. So we had never met in person, obviously, because of COVID.
Right.
So we kept it cute and did like a FaceTime.
Okay.
FaceTime thing. It didn't pan out, but.
So y'all, hold on.
Yeah.
The virtual date.
Yes.
It was like FaceTime or Zoom.
It was FaceTime.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because we already exchanged numbers, so we're like, okay. We're vibing through text, so we're like, okay, we're sending pictures, so we know what each other looks like. So, and we wanted to meet, but clearly couldn't. So let's do a virtual. Why not FaceTime? Like we made dinner. We didn't make dinner, but we both had dinner and a drink. Set my fucking phone up on my dining room table, and that was the first encounter, and it was
not good,
not to be remembered.
So nothing else happened after that.
I stopped talking to him.
So what threw you off?
Everything. So he didn't look like his pictures, number one. And then just his demeanor. It was very different than what it was via messaging. I don't know if he was nervous, but he was a lot more serious than I gauged through messaging. And I'm very chill, very laid back, but I'm also very goofy. Okay. That stuffy shit don't work for me. And it was very much, I felt like I was being interviewed by.
So via text message, he lured you in with the
Yeah, he lured me in with like the LOLs and the memes and shit.
Okay.
And the emojis. And then
Really bamboozled you.
yeah.
Okay,
No shot of redemption.
No, I'm good on him. Everything ain't for everybody. He's not for me.
True, but
all right.
Yeah.
have you?
I'm the old school guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like, like you said before, COVID has messed everything up. So, I guess you have to, look at things from a completely different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But, if I was out there in the dating scene for sure, I don't think that I could even get into the virtual thing for sure.
What's the difference between FaceTime and going on a virtual date? Just like you would
That's
FaceTime
a good
anybody
question.
else.
Well, I think I'm talking about it from the standpoint of meeting somebody online or talking to somebody online. For one, I'm not going on any websites. This is my personal preference. I'm not going on any website trying to talk to anybody, only because my fear of being catfished. I'm afraid of it. Maybe
It happens.
Maybe what is it, the young man from MTV? Maybe he put something in me, but I saw it too many times.
Okay.
And I know what I bring to the table. However, the next person, I don't think that I would be able to roll the dice on what they bring to the table or if it's even true.
Bitches is catfishing on IG every day with the filters, right?
I do know that. And that's why.
It's a different form of catfish.
Yeah, for sure. But no, at the end of the day, that's why you got your IG models, and I carry them as IG models. But I think when it comes down to a virtual date, I definitely would try it with someone that I already know, but I just don't see myself being in tune with somebody
Like new.
brand new.
Yeah. Okay.
And saying, hey, we're on this phone, what's up, what you got going on? I just don't see it.
Okay.
For me.
Alright.
So, I haven't virtual dated, but of course I have apps. I've met a couple people. The majority of them haven't went anywhere. Kind of the same. I don't think anything has really changed.
Right.
As far as, I guess, on my perspective from pre-COVID and now. As far as, I think you got the same games. I think COVID is kind of a way that you can kind of weed out a lot of people too, because you don't have the opportunity to meet them. So more or less you have to rely on conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody's not a conversationist.
Yeah.
That's real.
So
that's real.
You can actually send a couple texts or messages back and forth with somebody, and then it leads to the phone number and meet up. But okay, so if you're kind of locked down, you're not trying to really be out, mixing.
Right.
Then you're gonna have to conversate more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait a week or two, see how things pan out. Because ain't nothing really open, we really can't go nowhere. Right. So then you really see who can conversate and who can't conversate. So I like conversation. I'm a talker. I'm at times turned on by mind frames or just how well you can conversate. So I think with that, like I said, a lot of people aren't that way. They can't conversate. They claim they can, but COVID really brings that out. So you get, the conversation starts getting a little dry after a while because you feel like you're initiating the conversation. Everything you talk about, you're generating it. And so I don't know. I think that's where I fall at with, I guess, after COVID.
Okay.
Because pre-COVID was easy. That's like I said, if somebody that you're interested in, they look good, you're gonna go ahead and get a number. They use it, they don't. You meet up and it's easy to talk in person, or really not.
Okay.
You don't think so?
Easier to talk in person? Again, FaceTime can work for me. Sort of that face-to-face interaction. It doesn't necessarily have to be physically in person.
Right.
Yeah.
But that face-to-face interaction, again, because a lot of, you can bullshit via text. We already know that.
Right.
You can bullshit. You can take time to say what you need to say.
Right.
You could, all of that plays out in text. But in person, it's like, okay, can you put a sentence together? Like, do you know the difference?
Or how you think? Your mind.
Or how, or just
really
even
it's challenging.
really how you think. So okay, interesting. So to kind of stir the conversation, so we talked about virtually dating, and you two haven't done it, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. But let's talk about the pre-date, right? So, all right, you meet a girl, a woman. You meet a woman. And be very fucking clear. You meet a woman, and you guys are texting, you guys are messaging, you might even be talking on the phone, right? And you're like, you know what? She's super cool. I vibe with her. Let's meet at Starbucks real quick. Again, shit is open now, so you can meet somewhere. Or let's meet down at the National Mall. Or let's meet somewhere real quick, right?
Real quick. Keyword.
Pre-date, real quick. So pre-date does real quick. It could be. I mean, again, if you're vibing, then it might extend. But the real quick pre-date is very much we come together. Hey, how you doing? Talk a little bit.
All right.
Extend on what you've already talked about to see if you like each other.
All right.
And you and I discussed previously, in pre-dating, do you have to spend money on a pre-date? And we'll get into the dates. But for a pre-date, for just, you want to see if you vibe with shorty. You want to see if you vibe with this guy. Pre-date. Meet at Starbucks, meet at Brewster's Ice Cream, I don't know, Rita's, wherever. Just meet somewhere. It ain't gotta be a spot where you get food. You can meet at the damn park, at the water fountain. I don't know.
Okay, I think for me, again, I guess I'm a pre-date version.
Okay.
But
never predated.
Never
wow,
predated
guys.
before.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I think before when it boils down to it, if from past experience of meeting a young lady, talking to her, texting her, whatever the case may be, for me, from the time that I am interested, I know I'm interested, I know that I want to see said person, I just will say, okay, well, what you talking about, Starbucks, or what you talking about, when we're talking about, meeting at some harbor or whatever, park, whatever.
Right.
To me, that is a date. And the reason why I say it's a date is because, like, I'm not going to come and I'm not coming with the intentions. I'm never coming with the intentions if I'm meeting with a woman to be there for 10, 15. And again, we didn't put a timestamp on how long this pre-date will be.
For sure.
However, but if I'm coming to meet with you, I'm already locked in, so to speak, on seeing who you are as a person, seeing what you got going on, and where we can take this thing. At least for the first date. I mean, no expectations, so to speak, when it comes down to all the extra stuff. And I know we'll get into that later.
Okay.
But I'm looking at that as the first meetup is our first date. That's the way I see it. That's the way I view it.
There it is.
So on a pre-date, I get the premise of a pre-date is to see how you guys vibe together, you click, if there's a spark or anything there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think that's it. So I think a lot of us have a misconception of you have to spend money on a date.
Okay.
Which I don't necessarily think you do, or you have to eat on a date.
Or to be considered.
Right. No. Yeah. But a lot of people think that. No. Because as we spoke before, a date can be, we met in the park, we took a walk, we went to a museum, we went to the bookstore, we did this. You don't necessarily have to, but I think it's the individual mind frame too, because you have a lot of mind.
Because bitches want to go to Ruth's Chris on their first date.
Okay, so now we got it out. Now we got it out. All right. Now we got it.
Yes.
So we're men.
Right.
We date females. Well, women.
Yes.
Women.
All right. So how do you think you can pull it off? How many times? 9 out of 10 times. Well, 10 out of 10 times. How many times do you think you can pull it off? You can say, tell this young lady, hey, let's go to Riverwalk. And dinner's not involved nowhere.
You know what I think? I think at my age, I think, being mid-30s, I'm trying to, and I'm trying to think outside the box, because everyone on the planet is saying, yo, let's go to this bar, let's go to out to eat, let's go to this. They're trying to wine and dine these women and all that shit. So if I want something different, if I want to make a different impression, then I'm gonna go against the grain. That's just the way my mind works.
But your different impression ain't gonna play off
for everybody.
If I'm a woman who's used to being wined and dined, first dates, and going to Fogo de Chao and all these other places, you asking me to go to the damn Riverwalk, I'm like, nigga, you broke. Like, nah, we not going to. And I don't. This isn't me personally. This is not me personally.
But today,
just in general, if you have a woman who is used to a certain sort of standard of dating or whatever that is, even though with literally nothing wrong with saying let's take a walk, let's walk the mall, let's walk the Riverwalk or what have you. But if some women are just like, you know what, that's cute, I want to wear these red bottoms and I want to get dressed up and I want to be taken out somewhere. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, most of the time it's not even. It is. I'll say it is. It ain't about the presentation. Most times I think dating hasn't involved a meal, or people think that dating hasn't involved a meal.
Right. Because that's the dinner in the movie. That is the very standard.
If you have someone, if you tell someone, hey,
but I don't agree with that though. I think more so now. I think more so now, especially with sort of our generation, or it also might be regional too. I don't know what happens here, but I know in DC the pre-dating thing is real quick. Right. It's like real easy, but. In DC, there is so much free shit to do that it's like, who don't want to go to National Portrait Gallery for free and walk around and talk about the art, or walk on the National Mall, or go to the African American. It's a lot more bald-headed horseshit. Like like you got a lot of furry slippers and bald-headed shit going on down here. So it's like the caliber of women is a little different. But like overall, it depends on the woman's expectation, and I honestly do believe it's also very regional.
It is
like
regional.
In DC, everybody's on a dating app. Everybody is on a dating app. So shit is quick. It's like we get a day worth of messaging in. And you're like, okay,
DC is more widespread out too. Like here you have 3 or 4 clubs.
Right? Yeah, So
it's
It's definitely different. So I think region plays a big part into it, but then also just a woman's perspective and what they're used to. Again, if I'm used to being shown or taken to these particular places, if you say, yo, like, let's walk the Riverwalk, nigga, what?
Okay, so all right, so I'll take it a step further. If I want to make a lasting impression, and I know that's what you're used to, based on whether it be conversation, whether it be your IG or whatever. If I know that I want to make a lasting impression, then why am I doing everything the next nigga did? Because the next nigga's not here right now.
Listen, you're gonna have to ask Shorty that, because I don't know.
I'm asking from a woman's perspective.
I don't. You know what you know. You literally know what you know. Like, it didn't work out with that nigga, but I know this is the kind of man I like.
Well, see, asking Shorty is not gonna get you nowhere, because she's gonna say, I'm not gonna give you the keys or the manual.
Exactly. You gotta figure it out.
Give you the guideline.
When it comes down to dating for a man,
But what's wrong with giving a guideline or giving?
Nothing's wrong with it.
Because so you have a lot of women that are, I guess, will be under the notion that he's gonna play whatever role needs to be played that he know I like in order to get where he want to be or get what he want.
I mean, yeah, but no. If I like a certain thing, I'm gonna let you know, because you really gonna rub me the wrong way if you do some shit I don't like.
Okay, all right. Are we right? But are we dating? Okay, so let's take it.
If you do some shit,
but it's an effort though.
No, it's again not me specifically.
So you specifically, let's say, we went on a date, right?
Okay.
Let's say I bought you candy instead of flowers. Let's say most guys you went out on a date with, they bought you flowers.
Right.
I bought you candy. You don't eat candy, you don't like chocolate or whatever. Let's just say it breaks you out.
A for effort. I'm not eating that shit, but it's thoughtful that you gave it.
So how do you reject it? Well,
I'm not gonna reject it. I'm gonna accept it because that's rude as fuck.
Okay.
I'm not gonna reject it like, oh nigga, I don't eat chocolate. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, so
But I'm just not gonna eat it.
let's take it a step further. So we're talking about, us three are sitting here talking about dates from a standpoint of, hey, I'm trying to wow this young lady. I'm dating today.
Are you dating to wow?
Are you dating? No, that's the question that I was coming up with. Am I dating to fuck this girl, or am I dating
that plays a major part?
And that's what I'm getting at. If we are dating, if as a man, if I'm dating to fuck you, then I probably will do the roof Chris. I'm saying restaurant period.
Nice.
I probably will, and I'm not saying literally roof Chris, but I'm saying steakhouse. I'm thinking food. For me, because I'm thinking shallow.
Okay.
I'm thinking shallow,
Okay.
and shallow is food. What do you say? Dinner and a movie. That's shallow. But if I'm trying to wow you, then hey, I'm going to try to think outside the box. Let's go to the park. Let's go on a picnic.
Right.
Because that's going to, for me, even though it's something minute, at the end of the day, I didn't do what the next nigga did.
Right. Okay.
And I feel like that's going to have a lasting impression versus me spending a couple $100
right
in that steakhouse.
Yep. I don't disagree.
That's just me.
I don't disagree.
That's what I.
All right. So pre-dating.
We're not there.
You're
still there.
Really?
All right.
I like it, but I don't know how it plays down in Georgia or maybe the South period.
I think.
So I think Charlotte.
Maybe.
You don't think that works in big cities, period? You
No,
don't think
it
that
does.
works in Atlanta?
I think it does work in big cities.
Yeah.
I think, so Charlotte, you can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta,
Miami.
Maybe Jacksonville, maybe Orlando, maybe. But so cities like that, that's heavily populated, where it's major like cities. But
Yep.
most places, so pre-dating, I don't even know how I would like bring that to a woman. Like, hey, how do you feel about, or what do you think about like us doing a pre-date?
It's real simple.
I know it's real simple, but
you don't call it a pre. You don't even call it a pre-date.
So what do you call it?
You just you're messaging with the guy, you vibe, you're like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? What's your week looking like?
Okay.
They tell you, hey, let's meet up at so and so. Let's meet up at
don't so and so me. Give me a place.
particular. So I'm trying to think. All right, so let's meet up at Black Lives Matter Plaza. Let's meet up at the National Mall.
All right.
Let's meet up at the National Museum of African American History outside. Let's walk from the monument down to the Lincoln Memorial and back. Something very simple.
Okay.
Something that, again, you're not really trying to do shit that costs money. Because you're briefly trying to get to know this person or trying to fill them out in person. Again, because you've been texting, you've been talking, and you just want to see what the vibe is like in person. Because again, a vibe over the phone or a text messaging is completely different in person. Okay. So you're taking this time, you're doing these small things. It don't have to be nothing major. If it extends itself and you're really vibing, you're like, this is about to be a full-fledged date. We about to do extra, have at it.
So is it basically, I think we asked this question in the beginning. If it's no money spent and it's a short amount of time, then it's a pre-date. But if it's money spent and that makes it a date. I don't think the spending of money determines whether it's a date or not. It's just to me personally. All right. Again, because shit, it just go ahead.
So with me thinking, as a man, I kind of find it a little difficult of how I'm going to maneuver into that avenue of saying, okay, listen, I just want to meet up with you, maybe talk, have a conversation, see how we vibe or how we click. I'm not looking to have dinner, have this or have that.
You don't even say I'm not looking to have dinner. The thing, you can bypass that by picking the place. By saying, let's meet at, I'm gonna use Starbucks. But like, hey, let's get at Starbucks real quick.
So
or not real quick. Just you don't have to have it sit down. The meeting at Starbucks can lead to a walk around the city, which could eventually lead to dinner later. Again, it just really depends on kind of the vibe and how the pre-date is going or the initial meetup is going. Again, because this is all to determine whether you're really fucking with this person or not.
So what turns it into the date is what I guess I'm
So
asking. What's the difference? I want to know. What's the difference?
Like pre-dating doesn't necessarily have to turn into a date. Like there is no set thing.
Yeah.
Okay, if it goes past 15 minutes, it's a date. No, there's no set thing. It's just you pre-date. If you're vibing, I'm not gonna stop it. Like, well, this is a pre-date, so I don't want to.
Well,
let's stop.
So here's my thought process, and now I'm gonna put it out there. He probably might feel the same way or see it, and you might see it the same way. So because I think that intent has to be known. What kind of date you're gonna do? So a lot of women are gonna look at that as you are a cheap nigga, or you just trying to, I guess, avoid having to spend money or do whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm asking for your time, but I'm not necessarily going on a so-called traditional
Just
date.
because you're asking for my time doesn't mean you have to spend money on me. I know.
Yes. So we can talk about it.
Right.
That's not what that means.
But yes, but so, and I hate to say the average woman, but it kind of
a lot of women equate that with the amount of if any sort of financial
exactly. So if we go out, even if I say, okay, we're gonna pre-date, let's meet at Starbucks or Wild Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings or something. Okay, and this is what we're doing. We're just meeting up, getting to know each other, see how we vibe, how we click. So I don't waste your time and you don't waste my time before we even try to jump into something different.
Right.
All right. So, with that being said, should I be expected to pay for your meal if we have a meal? Because we're not. It's not an official date. We're just here to see how we vibe or how we mesh before. So like I said, so we don't fall into that trap of okay, we're a week or 2 weeks down the road, and I'm not wasting your time because it's some different shit than whatever was discussed that on the phone or in our texts or whatever else. So we can get everything out on this pre-date. We can talk. I can see where your mind frame is. How are you religiously, financially, or what? I mean, everything that you want to talk about. Because on the pre-date, so I'm assuming on the pre-date, that's what you're going to do. You're going to talk about all those things to see, okay, am I down with her political views?
Yes, no, maybe so. I think very surface, just to kind of see where she is, and then once you've established, okay, this is somebody I want to deal with, then you go a little bit deeper. But obviously surface to kind of get a sense of who she is or who he is to see if, bitch, do I even want to be seen?
Well, regardless of what you do, pre-date or regular date, real date, whatever, you're going to get a representative until a certain time frame period.
We all put up representatives. I mean, and that's real. We do. So
I think
and I don't want us to get hung up on pre-dating versus dating and there being certain stipulations on a pre-date that there aren't on a regular date. Again, the pre-date is just kind of the phone interview, like if you fucking had for a job. They usually do the phone interview before they invite you in.
I just don't.
That is the phone interview.
I think I'm trying to separate the two.
Okay.
And maybe it's just from personal experience. I'm just trying to separate the two. What's pre-dating versus dating, because for me, if I'm trying to date a woman or whatnot, when I come into it, I want to know what's going on with you. I want to talk to you.
Right.
I want to have some type of conversation with you. And it's not just and again, I know we talk about it not having a time limit. So, but the same things that I'm going to talk about in this pre-date are the same things that I'm probably going to talk about into this date. Right. So I don't know. I personally don't know what the difference is.
Pre-dating ain't for everybody. I think pre-dating Again, it's very popular, and it's a regular thing in larger cities. When you're on a dating app and you meeting mad women and you're matching with mad guys, you're just trying to fill people out. It's a quick way. It's a quick way to kind of get in where you fit in, see if you like this person, and then dip. Like you can make that decision from there.
I'm cool with that because so
that's essentially what that is.
Here's my outlook. Here's my view. So if you are dating or even talking to, whether it's you're a man or woman, all right. I feel like you should open date until
you
make it exclusive.
I'm not tied down to
I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
Right? I want to be with you.
Okay.
I'm not feeling nobody else.
For
Right.
sure.
So if we are dating,
right?
I feel like I should be obligated to go out and another day with somebody else. Don't necessarily mean
not
I'm going to have
obligated, but you should be. If you want to, you have that right, and
you have the
right to do the
you have the same right. So in that sense, I can see myself predating because I may go on, let's say, 2 dates that week. I would rather it be a pre-date and we get to meet up.
That's what I'm saying. If you pre-date,
I didn't go out with you and spend $50, $75, $100 on this date on Tuesday, and now I'm out with Keisha on Thursday.
Of course, because it's always a Keisha.
And it's another $100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this week, I've dated I went on 2 dates and I spent almost $200.
Right.
So I think
I think pre-dating saves your pockets too.
It should. In that aspect, I agree with that. Yeah. But it's not a lot of women that want to agree with that.
That's true.
Agree with that. Okay.
But dating has evolved so much, especially with COVID and just.
I think. Yeah.
So I've heard this plenty of times. If you entertaining other bitches, then why are we even talking to each other? Well, we're not exclusive.
Well, so
we can have a fallout today, and I'm supposed to just forget everybody else that I could probably potentially be dating or building something with. So a lot of people, even whether it's man or woman, a lot of them will tell you that, well, how can I really, truly, fully get to know you if I'm also entertaining Andre? Let's say it's a woman. If I'm entertaining Andre and entertaining you, how can I get to know?
Getting to know you in the time that we designate together. My outside time doesn't mean anything because if I weren't with this person, it just, to me, that doesn't make sense. I think you can get to know multiple people at once, as long as you're designating sort of time and adequate time for each person. You can't be giving, I can't see you once a week, but then you seeing Keisha 4 times a week. Like, no, that's not an even exchange. But if you're like sort of evening out your time spent, whatever that looks like for you, and truly getting to know me, I think that's fine. I'm not a subscriber of, okay, you and I are dating, then it's just not even dating. You and I are talking, then it's just you and I are talking. No, nigga, please go live your life. Because please believe I too am dating other men, because I don't believe in putting all of my eggs in one basket. Like, I'm okay with dating multiple men. Now, if it comes to a point where, okay, I like Reggie more than I like them. Yeah. And we have that conversation. Right. And he's like, okay, cool, yeah, let's do that. Then I'm dead in the mother niggas. But until then, it's open. It's fair game. All you niggas
I'm gonna let you go. So under that premise, we already understand that whether it don't necessarily mean sex. You going out on a date with X, Y, Z, but you might not even have sex with a nigga. Right. You might be having sex with this nigga over here. With this one guy. Right. All right, we good.
I could be fucking all of y'all.
All right.
I mean, that's my prerogative. Because you guys do it all the time.
Agreed.
Agreed. It is.
I was thinking of what struck up in my mind is we were just talking about time. But I think it depends on the caliber of woman that you're dealing with, because is time the most important thing? Because if time is the most important thing, then what I'm spending out of my pocket shouldn't make a difference.
Right. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It really should not. But I don't know how y'all pick y'all women. But clearly you guys are picking women who care less about your qualities, your values, your morals, and only about how much you spending.
No, I'm not talking about what my taste is particularly or my experiences. I'm talking about the dating scene today. That's what I'm talking about.
So
I'm talking about the dating scene today. And if we're going off of what we have a few things to look at. We have a few things to go off of. We have the dating apps in which you all are familiar with, I'm not. And we have this little bug we call social media.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, I don't know whom or what or whatever. I don't judge anybody, but social media will make make you believe that this looks real versus what really is real.
And I think, go ahead, keep on.
So with that being said, that's why I'm asking again. Is today's female or even today's woman? Is today's woman?
I'm gonna keep doing that.
No. It's today's woman, or today's male. However you want to look at it. Are they looking for time, or are they looking for that checkbook?
Not even that. I think women, we don't. No woman wants to be alone. Very seldom will you find a woman who is comfortable
Will be alone.
in being alone.
Absolutely.
Like I can be honest and
100%
alone. So, and when we're on Instagram and we see our friends getting married and we see our friends having kids and in relationships, whatever, because what you put on Instagram is what you want people to see.
Yeah.
So if I'm constantly seeing all these people on dates and all this other stuff, you're like, damn, I want a nigga to take me hiking.
This is true.
I want a nigga to take me, do a little picnic. So a lot of times we kind of get into certain things just to say we have somebody, just to kind of front for IG, front for Facebook, because we snapping pictures.
And that's why I asked the question I asked.
Exactly.
That's
So, but that's up to you, and having the spirit of discernment and figuring out if this woman is truly kind of what you're looking for.
I don't do it for the gram.
And you just gotta weed that out.
I can't do it for the gram.
You just gotta weed that out.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's difficult because I see it all the time. And it's like and it's like, and I'm not even on front. There was a moment where I had a boyfriend and I always wanted to take pictures. Yeah. Cause nigga, I was trying to see I got a man now. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Now, none of you bitches see. Y'all can think I'm a lonely bitch that has 18 cats. Little do you know I got a whole husband and kids. It just for me that does not matter. Yeah. But it's just you, cause again we representatives. We put out we put out representatives of who we want people to think we are. So I'm not gonna post that I'm a single bitch on Instagram. I want you to see me hold my man's hand as we walk down the street or whatever.
I must be
flexing.
Yeah, I must be washed. Because I can assure you, no matter what, the last thing, I guess it goes off of experience, the last thing that I want to do personally is put what I have going on in my personal life
validation
on Instagram. I don't need the validation. I don't need it.
Most people do a lot because social media is such a big part of our lives.
It is.
We need that. If I put up a picture, this isn't me specifically, but if I put up a picture, so I know people who, if it doesn't get over a certain amount of likes, they're gonna delete it. Really? The fuck?
On what?
On Instagram, anywhere.
Really?
If it doesn't. I know people, if they have a large audience and even influencers, they'll put up certain things, and if it doesn't get to a certain threshold, they'll delete. That is a thing.
The person will, or
the person.
Okay, all right. I thought
will delete their picture.
Saying the app.
Right, no. The person will delete the picture
because they want to put on top.
If you a bad bitch with a 26 is even numbers, 26-inch weave, and you put up something on IG and you're used to getting mad likes and mad comments, and you put up this picture of a new hair color and it's not, you get 74 likes. Oh no bitch, I'm used to 247. I'm gonna delete that because that's not to my standard.
Y'all changed my name to Wash Straight because I don't know nothing about it.
You said 247.
I don't know nothing about it.
I'm just saying.
Likes and if I don't meet, but I believe you though. I believe you because of what social media, the impact social media has on our society today.
It plays such a big, even plays major roles in relationships. Like you can't even listen. I have been that girlfriend where who this bitch that said gave you hard eyes in their picture.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been that girlfriend. Texting you like, who the fuck is Sheila?
All right, so we in a whole different.
I know we're completely different.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
so because we're still in dating, but we're on a whole different thing. So the social, yes.
Social media. Okay, cool.
Do you believe that you should be friends
or
social media friends with your whoever you're involved with, whether it's wife, girlfriend?
I don't care. For me, am I right now? If you asked me this 5 years ago, it would have been different. But am I right now? I don't care.
So 5 years ago, what would it have been?
Nigga, so
you have to be.
You have to be because I need to see what you're doing. It was very much me trying to clock your shit. Not that I was comfortable in what you're doing, but I'm here to clock.
And seeing who commented on your stuff. Why?
You're fucking right.
Why?
Because I was insecure. I was insecure as shit.
Respect.
I was super insecure.
Okay.
So it could have been, bitch, it could have been your sister. I don't know that. Who the fuck is this bitch that, oh my God, LOL, heart. Who? I'm gonna message her like, excuse me, hello, how are you? Who the fuck?
Or you checking her profile.
Yeah, I'm checking her profile. Okay, you're the only mutual friend. The fuck is going on here?
So while we're talking about that, right? And everybody's different. You know, for instance, for me, I use my social media for something completely different.
Right.
I use my social media to display my business. I use my social media strictly for business. Every now and again, I may post what I have going on throughout the day. Okay. I might post my kids. Maybe I can count on one hand how many times I may post my kids or whatnot. So, but I'm looking at social media as a platform for what I need to do or where I want to be, not for me to
very
get.
mature of you. Niggas and bitches is on Instagram to slide in DMs.
But you as a woman, how do you
not
take?
Why I'm on there.
No, right, of course not. But you as a woman, how do you take that? If I'm coming to you and I'm saying, look, babe, it's not that I'm trying to hide you, but at the end of the day, my Instagram is scratchandsniff.com.
What you put on your IG does not determine the validity. It should not. For me, it does not. I said for me, it does not.
It does not.
It should not overall. But for me specifically, it does not validate our relationship.
Man.
Because just because you put me on your IG don't mean that you're not cheating on me with the bitch under the comment. So none of that means anything to me. Putting me on your IG means literally nothing. It means nothing.
You know what it means? Other females will be like,
that's your bitch.
That's the bitch you cheating
on.
on.
That's her. That's my competition. But that's real.
But you might not even be doing nothing though. But you will hear that.
Absolutely. Today, absolutely.
Because people are so used to putting everything on IG. So if they're like, oh, well, you put your best friend on your IG when it was his birthday, but my birthday was last week.
Jeez.
Listen, because I've been there. I've done it. I got a t-shirt.
I've been there too.
And it's still on my drawer. Like, what the fuck?
I think. First of all, I'm gonna say this with our listeners in the up and coming weeks. What you just said, your DM is gonna be overflowing. First of all, because that's what it is. But because today, I think, and I guess it has everything to do with age as well. It has everything to do with age as well.
Very much so.
Me,
right.
Me and my friend too. Yeah, me being mid-30s. At the end of the day, all I'm thinking about is being established, taking care of a family, and making sure that my union, my tribe is taken care of the best way possible. I can give two fucks if Sally _underdog likes my picture and sees who is on my page. I don't care about that because at the end of the day, when I'm laying in the bed, or I'll take it further, when I'm doing my 9 to 5, guess what? Sally underscore underdog means nothing.
Right.
She means nothing. When I'm putting food on the table, she means nothing.
Okay.
So therefore, I'm not flexing for that bitch.
Cause Sally underscore underdog is a bitch.
She might be.
She might be.
But listen,
So
listen,
we don't
she
know
might
her.
be. So you
You don't even know
might.
her.
But you can be with that.
I don't know her like that.
Yeah,
You're right.
you don't. But you can be with that person that, okay, Sally commented on his.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, no big deal. She goes to another post. Sally commented.
Sally got 4 more pictures to comment on, and I got a problem.
Exactly. But maybe Sally didn't comment on 4 more. So she go to another picture and look at the likes.
Okay.
Oh, Sally liked this one.
Well, we know. We
Then
already
go to
see
another
Sally's.
one. Go to another one. Sally liked
Her
this one
track
too.
record. Bitch, Sally's on all your
Go
pictures.
to it, and maybe she didn't even comment. Maybe she just like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me go see what Sally looked like.
So just because
on her
clearly,
profile.
clearly Sally wants my man, but does
That's
not.
the thought process.
Is it clear
That's the
though?
thought process.
Based on-
Now
based
come
on-
on.
based on
Let's
the
let's keep it a buck. If I'm on IG
All right.
and I'm like, oh, let's nigga pictures,
Perception.
and I'm commenting
Let's
on.
say she-
If I'm giving heart eye, come on. Like, let's keep it a buck.
It's
I'm
the
gonna tell
difference
you
between
now.
liking and hard eyes, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
So no, like if I'm liking all your pictures, if you my mans, I'm gonna like your shit because you my mans and I respect you and I support you. And I just genuinely like your pictures.
So if you
but
ask
if I'm commenting and if I'm liking and commenting, I am doing that. If I'm doing heart eyes under all your shit, I'm gonna be looking like wow.
Hard eyes is different.
That's what I'm referring to. It's like if it's somebody that's just not commenting, if she's just liking all your pictures, I ain't gonna, because I have a lot of male friends whose pictures I like all of their pictures. I want nothing to do with them.
So what about this then? Since we're talking about it, what about this? Heart eyes, emojis, all of that good jazz, right?
Yes.
Guess what? On my IG, the past 100, at least 100 pictures has been sneakers.
Okay.
Am I getting that same?
If it's been I think if it's sneakers and the bitch heart eyes it, okay, shorty like dunks, cool. Like it's not a picture of
That's
you.
perception.
But maybe
so out of my 100, my last 100 pictures, I have sneakers. But that 98th picture, I got a picture of me flexing, doing my thing. I'm sharp, I'm clean shaven, I'm good to go. I'm sharp.
And Sally underneath that picture too?
Maybe not. Right. She might like that picture. But she puts heart eyes under the dunks. She puts heart eyes or I love those up on.
We good off
it's some shoes, so I can't. All right.
No. So I'm not gonna front. As a woman, it feels a way. It feels like if you know, because every woman thinks their man is the best man in the world. That nigga is the best looking thing on earth, and every woman wants him. So if I'm seeing pictures, and especially if we get real suspicious when it's a pattern of the same hoe under your picture.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, damn, Keisha again.
But what if Keisha's a sneakerhead though?
Okay, Keisha can like the sneaker pictures. I think it also depends on what the picture is.
That's what
So if it's just a dunk, if you putting up some royal toes or whatever, we all like them sneakers.
Yeah.
But if you put up a picture, you fresh to death, you got your little fitted shirt on, your little muscles showing.
Okay.
And Keisha like, OMG, heart eye, like, bitch,
All
relax.
right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. If she just likes it, yeah, I know you like it because you like him and you want him, but no. But if she's,
I'm talking about personal experience. That's all. I'm just talking about personal.
And I'm talking about personal experience of being the girlfriend who looked at my man's pictures, comments and shit.
But can you talk? You can't talk from the standpoint of your man being the shoe plug, right?
That nigga wasn't no shoe plug, nah.
All right, he wasn't, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying I can't talk off of that.
Yeah, okay.
So today,
today.
How would you handle it?
I ain't tripping.
Are you on his social media like that?
No. We can follow each other. We cannot follow, because my thing is.
So you wouldn't feel no kind of way if
that nigga gonna cheat. If he's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. There
so,
is nothing
so you wouldn't
I
feel
can
no way
do.
if y'all wasn't following each other.
No.
Or y'all was following each other, and one day you just like was looking like, okay, y'all ain't following each other no more.
Now that's weird. If we're no, it is weird. If we that is weird.
I mean,
like all right, so if you and your girl, if you and your woman, y'all are following each other, and then out of nowhere you're like, I don't see her. Let me finish. I don't see her comment. I don't see her content anymore. But what happened? You looked and you realized she blocked you, or whatever the case. That's suspect, right?
Okay,
No.
it is
Because so, I can't. If I don't unfollow you, the only way I can stop seeing your stuff is if you block me.
True.
So
all right, so
that don't look crazy to you?
What if he does?
Yeah.
What if he says, you know what? Well, you looked and you was like, damn, I don't see none of his content. No, I don't see nothing.
Okay.
You went to him and he's like, I just feel like deactivating my shit for a week or two.
Wow.
For a week or two.
Vibrate? No. Okay, so he deactivated it for a week or two.
Yeah.
Is he lying to me? Or did he really deactivate it? He probably
let's say he deactivated it for a week
okay.
or two.
Just make sure when it's reactivated, my nigga, I'm back. Like, what's wrong with you? Because if you reactivate it, all your followers will then reappear, and I'm one of them. So, but for me specifically, I'm not talking for all women, but me specifically, I'm not tripping. If we follow each other, cool. Because my thing is, I've grown to understand that I can clock you every which way till Sunday. You're gonna cheat, and you're gonna do it.
That's true.
So I'm not. For me, that's just added stress. Bitch, I already got a full-time job. We're working with college students. You think I want to then get off work and then get on IG and trying to see the bald-headed bitches that are liking your pic? Like I don't. I just don't have time. Inspect the stupid ass. Like no, I'm not getting paid for that. Now if that cut me a check, that might be a little different.
Right.
But otherwise, if that's just free labor, I just simply don't have time for that. And there are clearly other issues within my relationship that should be handled. And I'm just, I am not in that space anymore as a 31-year-old. Now, if you would have hollered at me at 25, 26, I got all the time in the world. What's up?
Yeah.
But now it's like, nah, I don't. I just simply don't.
And on a side note, this game is rigged.
Wow, you shouldn't even be watching. You should be paying attention to it.
I am. That shit is rigged.
Okay. I'm glad you can't see it, because neither one of y'all will be paying attention.
I'm talking that shit
like
rigged.
The hairs on my back. Standing up.
The way
not turning around.
The way shit is
I am proud of you for not turning around.
Thank you.
The way shit is happening, the calls that Ellie's getting right now, that shit is rigged.
Wow, stop looking. But we're 52 minutes in. So do we want to keep going? Do we want to save conversation for next episode? Because we got
the same thing. So I think our time limit is going to be crazy because once you start talking,
right, you go into tangents. I think but this is good conversation that flowed that went
I'll ask you this question, then we could close.
Okay.
What are your expectations on a first date?
We talked about this. Well, you and I did, not as a collective, because we are united up front, right?
Right, we are.
We gotta talk about how he just was trying to. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay.
It's like not a team player.
Okay.
So I'm a stickler for time.
Okay.
Be on time.
Be on time.
Be the fuck on time. If you're not on time, let me know you're not gonna be on time.
Oh, man.
Don't have me sitting there waiting.
Oh, man.
So just don't fucking have me sitting there waiting. I hate that.
Okay.
In terms of, I don't have any real expectations for a first date that I wouldn't have like in life in general. Obviously, be a gentleman. Hold doors, pull out chairs, all that fancy shit. Ooh, go for it.
Well,
go for it.
You know what?
Because if you're a gentleman, you're gonna do that.
No, don't do that.
I said if you're a gentleman, and it's different from north and south, and we can really get into that. That might be a whole.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah, for another
let's leave the
episode.
reasons out of it.
Yeah,
because we'll
leave the reasons out of it for today.
Yeah, we'll be
talking
talking
about it today.
We'll be talking to y'all on that. But no, because that's something I do. But and a lot of my friends, male friends, same thing. They do the same thing. But I have a lot of female friends, women friends.
Yes.
But that's not something that's like very common.
It's not. As a woman from up north, that shit ain't common at all. I'm
But
gonna
that's
tell you that
something
right
that
now.
so is that something you expect?
I expect it. I don't get mad when I don't get it.
Okay.
And maybe that
All right,
might
so
be
it's
like,
different.
bitch, you need to step up your standards. Maybe that is what I should be expecting from all men.
Ah.
But because of, again, it's very regional. It is very, so again, this is a whole other episode.
It is.
But
it is.
men from the South are a lot more, I guess you would say, chivalrous. Because you were kind of raised that way to do these different things.
Right.
I'm from up north. I'm from Jersey.
Right.
Famous from the Bronx. Like that ain't like, bitch, you lucky if this nigga,
Okay.
meet you in the
Piece of gum
atrium.
with you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it is very, very different. So I'm accustomed to not. At one point, I was accustomed to a man not opening up the door, not doing X, Y, and Z because and even now, like I'll open up the door and he'll look at me like, what are you doing?
Well,
I'm supposed to open up the door.
I
Damn, I forgot because
I'll speak on
independent woman.
the opening up a whole different
Another episode.
Right. I'll speak on the opening up the door ordeal. Me and Reg have known each other, man, probably going on the back end of 10 years. On the back end of 10 years. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't do that until I saw him do that.
Word. And you're
Right.
you're
And
Southern.
I'm from right.
You're from the South.
Right.
Okay.
And I didn't do that until I saw him do that.
Yes, you better be an influence. Come on, King.
And so when it boiled down to it, at first I'm looking at it like, initially when I met him, I was like, of course, a man gonna be a man. We're both alpha males. So I'm gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga got going on?
Yeah, like the fuck he doing? Yeah.
Right? Realistically, I'm just
No,
keeping
that's real.
But then I thought about it. And I said, well, hell, if I'm as smooth as I think I am, if I'm the nigga that I think I am, then why is that not in my toolbox?
So did you put it in your toolbox just to impress women, or did you put it in your toolbox because it was the right thing to do? It was the courteous thing to do.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. I put it in one. On one hand, it's like, okay, all right. I need to make sure that if I am who I say I am, and I'm presenting myself as, God's greatest gift to women, then I gotta be.
You better.
I gotta make sure that my shit is together. But on the other end, it's like, all right. Well, let me think about this. If my baby sister's out, right? If my baby sister's out or my daughter's out,
And a nigga let the door close on her.
and a nigga just be like, yo, come on, let's go. Let's take it so long.
Yeah.
You gotta set the tone.
Yeah, exactly.
that's real.
So, and all it took, and honestly, the man in me, and I was a young man at that time. That man in me, I went up and asked Reg, man, why you do that? Why you do that, man? And he made it make sense. Daughters, at the end of the day, I have daughters. And I want my daughters, if I'm not teaching my daughters what right looks like, then the next nigga will be able to show them anything and they think shit is sugar.
Right. That's super real.
It is. And I took it with me now I take it out, and that was nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, no matter who it is, whether, and another thing, when it boils down to not just open up the door, but when it boils down, I could be in the gas station, I could be in the Waffle House with Lucy Lou or whomever who got 3 teeth in her mouth, right? At the end of the day, I know I'm gonna say, okay, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, baby.
Right.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate
not
you.
just
I understand.
designated for a woman you're dating.
Exactly,
It's
but at the
for
end of
all.
the day,
Yep.
What matters is that you make women feel like they are top priority. And if it takes, appreciate it. And if it takes for them to hear you say, babe, thank you, baby, or sweetheart, I appreciate what you're doing for me, how you doing today, then that's what I'm going to do.
That's so real. Because you don't understand how often, again, I'm from up north.
Right.
Niggas don't hold open nothing
Yeah.
for you. So even in instances with men hold open doors, or men literally rush in front of me to get to the door before me.
Right.
I'm always taken aback because I'm like, well, even after all these years, I'm like, I know this is what I deserve. I know this is what should be done, but I'm not. It's not common.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. So where I live doesn't happen often, but it happens. So I have to kind of, and it's not just me, but women. We have to kind of let a man be a man in that instance, and let y'all open the door. Cause nigga, we deserve it. It is literally opening my door.
So
that's all.
I'm asking the question. First dates, what do I expect? And I keep it simple. For me, less is more. I don't necessarily, on a first date, I want you to be not trying to backtrack on or backtracking on what I view as a first date or where I'm going to pick as a first date. I want you to be as natural as possible.
What does that mean?
To me, natural as possible means not as much makeup.
Okay.
It does. It means because
I'm not knocking that.
Not as much makeup. I understand that hairstyles and all that stuff that it matters. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And women have different hairstyles and all that. I just want to, on a first date, I want to see the real you at the end of the day. And I mean from a physical aspect. I know I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty as far as who you are internally.
So if I got a full ass 26-inch, lace front, this ain't the real me because it's not my hair. But I just got my shit done. So you're gonna get this 26-inch that I paid $400 for.
That's cool.
That's
fine. But in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks when you gotta do it. Okay. But are you gonna have that? but are you gonna have that same flip back?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have my shit.
No,
I'm gonna get it tightened up. What you mean?
Maybe you because you're a well put together woman. However, today, that 26-inch weave in 3 weeks or whatever the case may be.
If you keep it up well.
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. And if you don't keep that up, if you don't keep that up, and I come to your home and I knock on your door, or not even come to your home, but I meet you on a second date, and now you got finger waves or a slick back.
Okay, so let's pump your fucking brakes right there. No, because first of all, I mean, I am blessed with a lot of hair, so I have a lot of hair, but I also wear a lot of weave too, and I switch up my hairstyles often.
And women do that.
You've seen my hair in different ways in the past month, the fuck. So the other day I didn't have full disclosure, this is so big, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of hair, so I wear my hair natural.
For sure.
I might straighten it, I might let it wear curly, I might have a wig, I might have weave, I might have braids. So don't be shocked if you see me with a fucking box fade one day.
We will be airing.
Don't be mad if you see me with a fucking Caesar one day. And then the next day I got bone straight fucking Brazilian Remy down to the back.
Again, I didn't know what I'm up against.
Just know that women are versatile. Our hair is versatile, and what you get one week ain't what you gonna get the next week, and you have to be comfortable in that.
We're talking about first date.
Yeah, nigga, I got a wig on the first date, but the next day, my appointment ain't until 2 days later. So it's just natural hair.
So let me jump in. So sadly, a lot of women, society, as we said earlier, society plays a big role in our thought process and what we think. So sadly, a lot of women think that makeup is who they are.
Is it
that's what?
Is it a lot of women think that makeup is who we are, or is it a lot of men are used to seeing these sort of women, so that's what you expect from the ordinary woman? You guys see a lot of bitches. So a lot of women dressed up and made up and all this in the videos and on Instagram and with your favorite rappers and with the fucking Drake videos. But average woman, we ain't like that.
Well, so show me what average looks like versus.
Nigga, my average is these box braids is gonna be in for 3 weeks.
So
that's average.
Is it?
Yes.
How many times do you want to go?
That's funny. Like you gotta catch me today. Like I hate.
When you go out, you're rarely going to see natural. You're gonna see.
It depends on. Because down here in Augusta, Georgia, you might not see that shit. But nigga, in Washington D.C., that's embraced. It is very regional.
And that's very depends on where you go.
And that's probably my for me. A plus is dreads.
That's your bag. You gonna see a lot of that in D.C.
I've lived there.
Well, yes.
Well, so down here, it's rare you're gonna see a woman that not gonna put her eyelashes on.
Yeah.
She's gonna have her makeup or whatever else. That's rare. I would say it's rare. Okay. Even go to Atlanta. Go to a club in Atlanta. Oh my goodness. You're not gonna see a lot of natural females. No.
So when y'all say natural, are we describing hair? Or are we describing lack of makeup?
Let's say lack of makeup. Let's say eyelashes.
Okay. Because I have would you consider me
natural? That's speaking on what
I have on makeup.
But guess what? But you have on makeup.
Fucking wig.
Okay, you have on makeup, but you have your makeup. You don't have the motherfucking. Fucking curly Sue, fucking blush on your fucking cheeks. You don't have goddamn, you don't have the fucking
so y'all understand the difference.
Yeah, you don't have all that bullshit with the outline on your lips and shit, fucking cat eyes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Your shit look good. Okay. You well put together. You understand? You well put together. Okay. I'm talking about since we talking about the chicks in the videos and shit like that. Like some of these motherfuckers go overboard. No, show me something that looks natural. Even if you are, I'll walk back my statement. Even if this isn't you every day, and you did want to doll yourself up.
Yeah, nigga, if I'm going out to a club, I'm gonna put a little zhuzh in my shit.
At the end of the day, goddamn, I'm not trying to see the fucking blush on your fucking cheeks and shit. You don't need to look like you're one step away from the casket. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Your foundation that you have on today is very nice.
Press powder, thank you.
Okay, well, foundation, press powder. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. Okay, it's not too much, right? Okay. I can understand. I can look at you. We can look at you and say, you know what? This is a beautiful brown-skinned woman, and she does not need the makeup.
Okay. But we like the makeup. It's less about the need.
Okay, so then
some people need.
I think that's the difference because
some people need, but I like wearing makeup. I know I could be okay without wearing makeup, but honestly, at the end of the day, like women, we all have our little insecurities. Like I have blemishes and shit on my face. I'm like, ooh, I don't like them. So let me put on this concealer so you can't see it. Let me put on this blush and foundation so you can't see it.
Okay.
But I know I could not wear makeup and still look like me.
Yeah.
But some women,
and that's a natural look too.
That's not the case. And like everybody's not secure in their literal natural face. So that makeup makes them feel better about themselves because of, whatever. So I think with men, when you're dating women, you have to make them feel that it's okay for them to be themselves.
You selling wolf tickets if you gotta put on that makeup, if you have to put on that makeup.
It's not even a have to. It's like, this is what I feel comfortable in because nigga, the whole left side of my face is crazy looking. So me putting on this makeup makes me feel normal. There are so many things that go into why bitches' faces are fucked up.
Agreed.
Not bitches. Women's faces are messed up. So it's not, and like a lot of people think, oh, you're putting on this for a man. Nah, nigga, I'm putting on this because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident when otherwise I would not feel confident. Or I could feel fine in my face, but bitch, I like this beat face. I look good. I look good without makeup. I look better with it.
How does your man make you feel a certain way? Well, is there such thing as him over complimenting you?
What's over complimenting?
Let's say he's
Make that make sense.
So let's say he went and picked you up.
Okay.
Man, you're beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful voice, right?
All
right.
Y'all
get in the car. Wherever you're going, you get out. He look at you like, oh my God, you're so pretty.
That feels good.
It does. Okay. You get to the restaurant, sit down, it's like, you just look so. I mean, he's like every chance he
Okay.
gets. Like, so can he overdo it?
You can overdo it.
So yeah.
If you doing it every 5 minutes, like, all right.
When did you get? Exactly.
Yeah. I think the frequency in which you do it. No, I think the frequency in which you do it. If you're doing it every 5 minutes, like, bruh. 4 minutes ago and 59 seconds ago, you told me the same thing. Thank you. It has not changed. I appreciate it. But I don't think, like, women, we want to be complimented by our men, because outside of wanting to look good for ourselves, if we have a man, then we want to look good for y'all. Like, we want to be next to you.
So you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for myself and...
It's ultimately for me, but if, like, specific... No. Yes, the fuck you mean? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't want you niggas to get your britches too high where you think we out here getting dressed and snazzy for y'all. So I will say some women do, but ultimately, if I'm getting ready to go out and I'm putting on makeup and I'm getting dressed, I'm not thinking like, damn, I wonder what my man will look like, or damn, I wonder what this nigga what they got. Man, fuck out of here. Like, nigga, I look good to me.
But like, how many of them?
I look good to me.
How many of them are gonna say
I look good to me? No, like if we feel like we look good, we're gonna be look like, yeah, I'm bad as shit. Niggas going bag, let's go. Like that, you know. But we're not doing it specifically to be like, okay, I can't wait until Andre sees me. Oh, I can't wait until Reggie sees me so they could like be over head over head. We're not checking for you niggas like that.
I don't know.
Because here's the thing, you niggas are so goofy anyway. We already fucking know that you're gonna see us like, oh, be all head over heels anyway. So we're not really checking for it like that. But honestly, despite what you may believe, most women, when we get dressed and we get fancy and we get snazzy, it is ultimately for ourselves. Yes, we are like, I look good. I know I'm a bag niggas, but I'm not doing it to bag niggas. I'm doing it because I look good. And I already know the bagging niggas is custom. That's gonna come with the territory because I'm that bad when I walk out to the club or to the lounge or wherever I'm going.
Red, I'm gonna shake
I'm
your
not,
hand.
man, fuck these handshakes.
Because at the end of the day, I know that there has been women in your past or present or
Absolutely no.
that said, I'm putting this on, or they have went into their closet and switched 2 or 3 or 4 times to say, hey, I want Reggie, I want to knock his motherfucking socks off.
So here's the thing. Now, to keep it 100, like to keep it a buck, there have been times when I knew a nigga was gonna be at an event. Usually an ex. Like, I know this ex gonna be at an event. I know I already look good. I'm about to really put it on for this nigga. So he's gonna see me.
Goodness. Oh my.
So I'm gonna really, again, zhuzh it up for this dude. Just so he can see me. Not specifically, well, no, just kind of to make him feel away, but like, we love y'all men, black men. We love y'all black men, but please don't think that, like, when we moving and we picking things out our closet, like, damn, I wonder what Reg would think. Damn, I wonder what Dre would think. Man, get the fuck out of it. Like, we know we look good, and you niggas is goofy and simple anyway, so it does not take a lot to impress you anyway.
I'm not a woman, so I can't debate that on that level. I want to disagree. You
can disagree from a male perspective, but as a woman, and the many times that I've dressed up and put on wigs and put on makeup and all this other stuff, 9 times out of 10 I wasn't doing it for
it wasn't for another woman.
I like to look. What are you bugging? You don't understand. Seriously, you don't understand.
No. So when you put it together, it's going to be what
you don't like. Listen. So you don't understand the shit that, and this is I'm putting my fucking cape on for women in America right now. Yeah. You don't understand the shit that we have to go against when it comes to Instagram. The beautiful IG models that are shaped like this, and little ass waists, and big ass butts, and big ass titties, and all this other stuff. So when we're getting dressed, like, for us to feel confident in how we look and what we are based off of what we know you niggas are looking at on social media, or we know what you men like, that takes a lot to be comfortable in this space. We're like, all right, I'm a bad bitch. I may not have a little ass waist like India Love or whomever the fuck, but I know I look bad as it. Like, and it may not be a big deal to y'all, but for us, that is a very big deal to know that these are the type of women that we know the men that we like are looking at and liking and commenting on. And this is the woman I am. I don't got no little ass waist. My butt big, but it ain't that big. My titties sag a little bit, but you know, them shits don't perk up. So these are the different things that we have to kind of look at. So to be able to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm a bad bitch tonight, and I'm gonna go to Rose Bar, or I'm gonna go to Love, or I'm gonna go to wherever the fuck, and you niggas is gonna be on me. Like, that takes a lot. Y'all don't agree. I saw your face. You were kind of like rolling your eyes a little bit.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
No, you listening, but are you comprehending?
I'm trying to, but are you comprehending what I'm saying? You talking about you niggas gonna gain you niggas gonna be on me. I'm talking about that nigga though. We talk about that nigga.
If it's one nigga, then yeah. But if it's
no.
If there's one guy where I'm trying to impress, it's like, yeah, I might do a little extra. But if it's like a plethora, or if it's just me going out in general, there is no particular guy.
Early.
So, but the atmosphere will matter too, right? So you'll know. Okay, I've been to this club before, so I'm not gonna wear this dress because the rest of the women in there ain't really like that.
Or the
type of guy that's in there.
Not even the type of guy that's in there, but you know the kind of scene it is. Because I've been to clubs. I'm not a super fancy. Like, I don't be like him wearing heels and shit. Like,
but you know how to but
based on the venue, I know what I need to put on. I know how I need to look. I'm not gonna like, damn, I know the kind of niggas that's in there, so I need to dress. No, it's like, okay, it's really, I know the kind of women that's in there, so I need to be, you know, I need to, like, I want a bitch to see me like, oh, she cute, she look bad.
Again, you are a great, well put together, wholesome woman. But I can assure you, and I'll leave it alone after this. I can assure you that there is a big part of our audience is not thinking like that. So
that is true.
So hopefully they can use you as some inspiration.
Listen, I'm not here to be the Michelle Obama of the dating world. That ain't my calling. That's not my ministry. These are just my personal thoughts.
Got it.
And everybody's different. You gotta go with what you know.
Yeah, for sure.
To close it out and to answer the question, I don't know if I necessarily have expectations.
I think when you have expectations, it leads to disappointment. I think the very general things, expect the nigga to be on time. But outside of that, in terms of what you expect to be said, those things are very open-ended, and whatever happens. Again, I don't like to go into things with expectations because it often leads to disappointment, and I don't want to set myself up for failure, and because everybody's not like me. Everybody doesn't think like me. So I can't expect you to think away. Or I can't expect you to think away and then get mad at you when you don't. What? You're not me. So what? That's unrealistic.
Well, I think I try to be just a little open-minded because I don't have a set particular preference. Well, when I say exactly. Well, preference of woman. Well, far as in okay, she might be light skinned, and she might be dark skinned.
That's a conversation.
I'm saying, so you're not gonna get, you can look at most men. You can look at the women that they've dated and see similar differences. Okay, I like what he liked.
Yeah.
I see what he liked. I see his track record of the type of woman he dates. I don't think I'm necessarily in that bag because it might be a light skin, it might be a dark skin, it might be a tall, it might be a short.
Don't forget about brown
skin. It might be
we're in there.
Brown skin. It might be a little thicker female woman. It might be a little more put together, let's say athletic.
Put together, so thick women aren't put together?
No, I'm saying like
choose your words wisely.
Oh my God, here we go.
Just saying.
Or it might be a slim one in the middle, somewhere in that time. So it's like, let's just say a grab bag, an assortment.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. But anyway, so I think there if I put the expectations in, I can't like box.
That's real.
One particular woman into what I want or what I like because it's random for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Okay.
For another day.
But
Well,
anyway, I think we're good.
we are done. We went well over our time. We said 45 minutes. We're like what, hour and 20? But it's been good. So yeah, we're done. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you all next week. Don't forget to our drop. We'll say this because we're fancy.
Right.
But don't forget to subscribe, to like, to post, to comment. Repost, all that good stuff, and we will see you. What are we doing this weekly? Again, we just got here, y'all, so just bear with us, but possibly weekly. But either way, just follow our things. They will be in the description box on whatever fucking platform this is put on. We don't even know yet, but just look, and we'll be there.
Much love, stay classy.
Yeah, what they said.
Thanks for listening to Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.